Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a new collection of makeup from Primark. I thought it's quite appropriate because it's the day of the royal wedding to share with you the Bride Tribe collection from Primark. So it's the PS Bride Tribe collection. The first item that I want to share with you is the bridal face palette. This is a card palette. It retails for £4, which I think is an absolute bargain for what you're getting. It's a card palette, white with rose gold hearts on it and then rose gold Bride Tribe there. On the back it gives you all of the ingredients. On the inside you have got a bronzer, a blush, and then you've got a highlight, and then of course you've got the eyeshadows there. Now I will be trying this on for you, all of the makeup. Now I've got a sheet here as well that comes with it. So what I'm going to do is just go through all of the swatches for you. So we've got first of all the bronzer, so that's Something Borrowed, that's the name of the shade, and obviously that is matte. Then we have a matte blush called Bride's Bouquet. We then have this beautiful highlight which is called Maid of Honor. So that's called Maid of Honor. We then have the eyeshadows, and this one is called I Do. So that one is I Do, and it's matte. We then have a matte, is it matte? Let me just have a look. That's the first shimmer, I believe. Let me just have a look. Yeah, it's the first shimmer and it's called First Dance. It's not as metallic as some eyeshadows, so it is quite subtle. But then, of course, I suppose you would want that for bridal makeup anyway. Then you have a matte shade called Something New. Then you have two shimmers, and this one is called Dearly Beloved, or yeah, Dearly Beloved. And then we have another beautiful shimmer shade called First Kiss. So there are all of your shades from the palette. Like I say, it's only £4, which is a real bargain. I also like the fact, although it hasn't got a mirror, it's got the detail from the front incorporated onto the inside as well. So I like that little touch. Now moving on to the lip products. So the first three products that I want to share with you are all of the lipsticks. So within the collection you get 3 of these lipsticks. If you saw my recent Primark haul, you will know how fantastic the packaging is on these. So I'll start with the lightest shade. So this is called After Party. So the shades are there. These retail for £3 each. And again, they've got Bride Tribe on there. I love the packaging for this collection. It is amazing and it looks stunning. So like I say, the first shade is, and I've forgotten it already, After Party, which is your nude shade. Then what you do is there's a button on the bottom, and these remind me of the Kiko lipstick. So you just press the button at the bottom and the lipstick then pops out. And I really love the rose gold effect on the outer casing and the ribbed that it's ribbed. It just looks very elegant, very sophisticated, and I really love that. And then the lipstick itself, the rose gold is followed all the way through, and this is the first shade. So I'll just swatch this one for you. I'll swatch it this side. So there's the first shade, so it is quite nude. So that's the first one. And then we move on to the next one. And this one is called Bachelorette. So exactly the same packaging, exactly the same inside as well. And of course you just press the button at the bottom for the lipstick to pop out. So Bachelorette is the mid-tone shade and it looks like that. So I'll just swatch that one. So that one is Bachelorette. They are quite sheer, I must admit. I expected them to be a little bit more opaque, but of course I will be testing one of these on the lip. And then the last one is called Bouquet. And this is the deepest out of the 3, or the brightest. So again, I'll just do that. So this is Bouquet. So there's Bouquet there. So they are very nude inspired, but of course, you know, that is what you expect from, you know, bridal makeup anyway. So then we move on to this, and it's called the PS Bride Tribe Lip Gloss, and they're calling it Entourage there. So I suppose what you could do if you had a bridal party, and I'll show you this up close. So you get 5 lip glosses. 4 of them are metallic shades and they all have bridesmaid on them. Then the middle shade, which I absolutely love, is for the bride. So absolutely love that. These are £4. So I'm just going to swatch a couple of these. I'll swatch one metallic and then I'll swatch one of the bridesmaids and one of the bride. Well, the bride. Oh, that's beautiful. So that's the bridesmaid shade, very metallic, very neutral, and yeah, it's quite opaque, that shade actually. Because of the lipsticks, I wasn't really expecting too much, but actually that is not too bad at all. And then this is the bride shade, which I love. This is just beautiful. And that is the bride shade. I wish they did that in a larger liquid lipstick, a full size, because I mean these are perfect because you can pop them in your handbag. If you're like me and you were a bride, I was a bride now nearly 28 years ago, I really still like the idea of these because they're mini enough just to fit in your handbag and carry anywhere, and they're small enough, even though you've got 4 shades the same, you know, you will use them up because of course they are, you know, minis. So really like that. And then the last item that I want to share with you, I'll get these out in a moment, is the Bride Tribe Nail Polish Entourage again. So again, you get 5 shades in here, 4 metallics, which are the same. And then the middle one is your bride's shade. And that again is a beautiful dusky pink colour. So your bridesmaid shade is very metallic. It matches the lip gloss perfectly. So that's what that looks like. I won't pop any of these on at the moment, but you may see me wearing these in the coming weeks. And then the bride shade, which is just beautiful. Again, it's a very dusky pink, beautiful colour. And I'll just share with you that one. I love that. I love that so much. But I like the fact that even though they're minis, they still have quite a large flexible brush on there. I mean, you could see that. I really do actually like the brushes that you get actually on the Primark nail polish. They always work incredibly well. So now, of course, we're going to do a try on. So I've got my base on. And my brows, and that's about it. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of bronzer, and I'm using my NYX fan brush for this. So I'm just going into that shade there, the bronzer shade, and I'm just going to start then bronzing up my face. I'm just a bit worried about getting that lip gloss on my sleeve and my top. So I'm just going to start bronzing up my face. Very soft, very blendable. It's actually a nice colour. That is actually not bad. Now I must admit that all of the makeup that I test out from Primark always seems to work very, very well. So when I saw this, I thought, wow, yeah, I've got to test that out, even though I was a bride a long time ago. But I thought, you know, the shades on there are just beautiful. They're, you know, shades that you can wear on a day-to-day basis. Now, I usually pat down my face products, but I've actually had my makeup on for a little while now. I had to pop out. So it's not quite as tacky, it's dried down, so I can just buff the makeup on now. So I'm just going to apply it this side. A little bit more is needed, I think. that is a really, really nice shade. Yeah, that's definitely warmed my skin up a little bit more. That's lovely. And I just love the shade. It's just beautiful. And it blends beautifully as well. I'm just going to put a little bit down my nose, which I like to do in the summer. It just warms it up. There we go. So that's the bronzer done. Now I'm going to move on to my Wilko blush brush, and I'm now going into the blush shade. Now when I shared this palette with you on my Primark haul video, I wish that they had swapped these around. We don't need a pan that size for highlight. I mean, you only use a tiny amount of highlight, but for blush it's going to be a little bit tricky for these blush brushes to get in there. So that, I would say, is my only criticism with this, and it's gone onto the brush quite pigmented, so I hope it's not too, yeah, that's definitely not too bad at all. I would suggest a light hand with that blush. It also kicks up a little bit as well. But yeah, I really like that. It gives you a nice flushed pop of blush, so really love that. Now I'm moving on to my flex my flex brush. Even it is bendy. I'm not going to bend it because I want it to stay like that, but it bends. And you've got a highlight brush on one end and then a contour brush on the other. This is my favourite brush for highlight. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that beautiful highlight shade, and I'm then going to just apply that. Let me try that again. Oh, there we go. I must have missed. Yeah, that's definitely better. Try this side. You should better see it better on this side. That is just beautiful. So I really, really love all of those face products. Amazing, love those, very, very pretty indeed. Now for the eyes. Now I am reverting back to this brush, which is my Primark eye contour brush. I tried the set that I picked up for £3.50. It looks like this basically, and it also comes with a holder for these. The brush in there, which is this one, it does work, you know, well to apply the makeup, particularly in the crease, and you can blend it out somewhat, but I just find that this brush gives me better results, just because it fits you know, in my eye area better. So I know that you're finding it difficult to get hold of the brush, but there are other eye contour brushes out there, and obviously you can use whatever brush you like. Now I'm going to go in with the base shade first of all, which was, let me just get this for you. So the base shade is called, or the shade that I'm going to use is called I Do. So it's that shade there. So I'm just going to get some of that on the brush and then see how that works. I mean, I know it's going to be quite quite light, but I just want to really mattify the eye area. Yeah, I definitely can't see that shade at all on my skin tone. So I'm now going to go in with something new, which is this matte shade here. See how that works. Now that is a very, very dusty shade, but let's see how it applies on the eye. Not bad at all, actually. There was a little bit of kick up. certainly more than the first shade. But yeah, really like that. And when you put it on, it does blend out, certainly blends out to a very, very nice blended look. And then I'll do that on the other side. It goes on actually like you've put on quite a lot, and then when you blend it out, it does actually blend out into a very nice, you know, bridal shade, I suppose. But initially it goes on quite a deep colour. Now I'm going to run that shade underneath the eye. Really like that shade actually. Very, very nice. Now I need a deeper shade. Now, all of the other shades are all shimmers, but I'm definitely going to have to use the deeper one just to deepen out the outer crease, and that one is called First Dance, and it's that one there. I don't typically like doing this, but the look definitely needs a little bit of depth in this area. And I suppose because they're not too shimmery, that has actually worked well. I don't want it too heavy because obviously, you know, we are thinking, you know, bridal, I suppose. And this is a bridal collection, but that actually has gone on very, very well. So even though that shade First Dance, you can use it as a shimmer, it does work very, very nicely just to deepen out the crease and the outer area here. So yeah, that works very well. And like I say, because it's not overly shimmery, it doesn't enhance any fine lines. Yeah, that's worked very, very well. Love that. Now I've got to choose a lid shade. I'm definitely going to choose that shade there. So that one is called Dearly Beloved. So I'm just going to get a little bit of that. What I will say actually, when I swatch these, some of the pans feel a little bit loose. So obviously do beware of that. It does feel like if I press too hard, the pan may just pop out. Of course, you could just, you know, glue it back in. They haven't, none of them have fell out, but that's what it feels like. They just feel a little bit loose. That is a beautiful shade. I love that. Oh, love that. That is absolutely stunning. Is beautiful, that pink. I'm just going to clean my hand. Really, really love that colour. Now what I'm going to do is just, have I brought the brush in? Yeah, I did. I'm just going to use this brush. It's one of those brushes that came from the set. I've got 3 of them here out of the 4. And this one is the longest one. It's quite flat, and I'm going into now the shade First Kiss, which is this stunning shade there. It's a duochrome, and I'm going to, in fact, I'm going to be using all of the shades, so that's pretty good. So I'm just going to put that in the corner and then blend that into the eye shadow that I've already placed. And also what I'm going to do is just pop that all around the inner corner to give a nice open-eyed, fresh look, like that. I'm just going to get a little bit of First Class on my finger, and I'm just going to then pop that on the middle of the eye to give a little bit of a spotlight. And then I'm going to do the same with the other side. That is so pretty. And again, I'm then going to just get a little bit of that First Class and then just pop it onto the very centre of the lid to give a little bit of a spotlight. Absolutely beautiful. I love that so much. Now I'm going to, obviously if you're a bride you might not want to add liner, but I'm going for a little bit of drama here. So I'm adding, and it's the Pro HD Smoky eyeliner. It's waterproof and it's from Revolution. Really love this eyeliner. I can't do an eye look now without putting this liner on. I just love it so much, and it really does enhance the eye look. Oh, I love that eye look so much. Now of course I'm using my Primark PS Amplif-eyed mascara. It's the rose gold one. Love this. And I'm just going to apply a coat of this to the top lash. Goodness, I love that look so much. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now onto the lips. So we've got 3 lipsticks here, and then we've got the lip gloss. And let me just have a look. I think what I might do is use the mid-toned lipstick and see how that looks, and then if necessary I may just take that off and then add. I really want to see what that lip gloss is like, so I'm just going to see which one was which. That was the lighter shade. The writing on the bottom is so small I couldn't even think about that. Yeah, this is the mid-toned one. Okay, so the mid-toned one is called Bachelorette. So I'm just going to pop the lipstick out. What I would say is, and I mentioned excuse me, I nearly choked there. I did mention this in my video that they do have quite a strong scent of vanilla. So I'm just going to apply that now. I actually don't like the formula of the lipstick. Excuse me, I've got a tickle in my throat. No, I do apologise. I do like it. It's quite light, but that is just too light for me. I'm just going to see, and it also feels quite glossy. It's not a cream formulation at all. It's quite glossy, but it is just so light. I mean, it's perfect, I suppose, for bridal makeup, but I'm just going to put the deepest one, which was Bouquet, over the top. That's a bit better. Now I've gone over. Yeah, that is definitely a better colour for me. That one is Bouquet. It's more peachy and it's definitely a little bit deeper, but they're very glossy in their formulation. so they don't go on like, you know, I don't know, a matte lipstick, which is what I expected them to be. It is such a pretty colour though. I really do like that. That one is definitely my favourite. I thought that the middle one, Bachelorette, was definitely going to be my favourite, but no, I really like the Entourage. No, not Entourage. The Bouquet. So many new names to remember. Really like that. So that is the lipstick that I've tried on. I'm just going to remove that, just because it's so glossy. Now I'm going to swap over to this, and I'm going for that mid-toned shade. And I don't think, has it got any? No, it doesn't have any shades to it, but it's that beautiful blush pink colour. So I'm just going to try this. And again, these have that same scent that all of their liquid lipsticks have. It's very, very nice. It's like that cake batter kind of scent. I mean, these, I don't mind the scent of these, but I will say is that if you do have a problem with scent, you may not like them, but once you apply them to the lips, I cannot smell that scent. So I'm just going to apply the, I was going to call it a liquid lipstick, the lip gloss. This is definitely more opaque. I like this a lot better. It's much more what I prefer to wear. It's more of a liquid lipstick, but with a glossy feel to it. It's certainly not, I wouldn't call them well, I wouldn't call this one a lip gloss. It definitely feels more like a liquid lipstick, but with that glossiness to it. Really like it. I love the colour. It's very fresh, very spring. I love that. What I'm also going to do is just pop a little bit of the Bridesmaid. So this is the Bride shade. I'm just going to pop a little bit of the Bridesmaid shade in the middle. That then gives a tiny little bit of a sheen. Love that. Oh, I love that makeup so much. It's absolutely beautiful. Very fresh, very spring-like. So that is my try on of the PS Bride Tribe face palette. The lip glosses, where is it? There it is, and the lipsticks. So I hope that's helped you if you're thinking, you know, perhaps that collection is not for you because you may not be a bride yet, or perhaps you are going to be a bride very soon and you obviously wanted to see what that was like. I hope that's helped you. And of course, if you were like me and you were a bride a little while ago, you know, yeah, I was a bride a while ago, but I think I really love this collection. It's beautiful, very much my kind of colours. I love it. I'll put a closer image of the eye look or you know, the whole face on my Instagram for you so that you can see that close up and personal. And yeah, I'd really love your thoughts on the collection, on the look, how it's you know, how it looks actually on my face applied. Yeah, I'd really love all of your thoughts. And have you purchased that collection and what are you thinking about it? So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And of course, I'd like to apologise for nearly choking halfway through that. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel, I would absolutely love it if you subscribe to watch further videos. But until next time, which will now be Monday, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.